The power of gratitude. The power of gratitude. We'll get started in a few seconds here. I'm going to say hi to my chatters, my inner circle, my super chatters. Hi, Mary, Arthur, Bill, Craig. Thank you so much. Jamie, Jerome, Kai, Sandy, um, Mike, Linda, Shauna. Shauna. I appreciate you guys all getting on here. And wow, we're there already. So hi Sarah, hi Melody, love you, love you, love you, love you. So we'll get started. Hello, my name is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's subject is the power of gratitude. Now, one of the things that I found unique, there's a neat little concept in psychology where every one of us try to be unique. You know what I mean? And what we'll do is we'll go out there and do something like, I'm going to buy this jacket, or I'm going to buy this flowered shirt, or I'm going to buy these shoes or this handbag. Maybe it's even a car. And one of the unique things that you'll find always, 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 that as soon as you buy that one thing, it clicks something in our unconscious mind or subconscious mind. And now it's like, oh my God, there's another car. Oh my God, there's another red car. Oh my God, there's that handbag. Oh my God. It's like all of a sudden, it's very bizarre because you could even show up at a large event and find somebody else having your handbag, your shirt, your dress, your shoes. And so it's really, really amazing about gratitude because when you start making gratitude a part of your ritual, your morning ritual, I always say, like, I want to be plugged in. I want to be enthusiastic. I want to have the right energy, the right frequency when I start my day. And so, gratitude for me is a part of my prayer time. I'm just extremely thankful for most things that people take for granted. Most people take for granted. And when I build in communities that the income is super super low, like Hungary or Romania or Nigeria, or Kenya, Ghana, India, places where people don't have a lot of money. I recently told a story about his name is Edward Hines. I believe that he hit 10K. He's from Nigeria, and he left a message thanking me for introducing a business to him that allowed him to put meat in his rice. So this gentleman and family had been eating rice with no meat in it. So he was just saying, Robert, to be able to put, fish in the rice when I give it to my family was one of the most joyous moments out there. Another person, of course, that introduced me to this group was Joshua Daramella, and he dreamt of buying a piece of property so that he could build a home for his mother and his siblings. And I know that a lot of people might look at the home and just go, uh, wow, that doesn't look like much. But it's a nicer home than a majority of the people in that village. And so when you start looking at things to be grateful for, it's like sometimes, electricity, getting on a Zoom, getting on a YouTube live, your ability to go in from anywhere, any place, having a roof over your head, having food. We take a lot of this stuff for granted. And so, what it allows us to do is not only are we not grateful for it, but then what we do is it takes on the negative effect. Is what we do now is we spend all our time focused on our problems. So now we spend all our time focused on, what the government's doing, what the economy is doing. Why does this have to happen to me? And it allows us to form what is called learned hopelessness, being a victim, constantly being in the blaming game. And what it does is it takes up all of our time, where now all of a sudden we're not grateful for anything. People might even feel like they're entitled, and now when you have no gratefulness in you, and I had a really bad childhood and had some really bad things happen to me when I was young. So I sort of, you always hear, you got this chip on your shoulder. You know what I mean? It's like, why do you have a bad attitude? Well, everyone I know that's ever gotten close to me hurt me or abandoned me. You see what I mean? And so it's like you got this chip on the shoulder and you got these walls up and you got, all this stuff. And all of a sudden I meet somebody and they turned around and told me about this book, The Greatest Miracle in the World. And all this book really did for me is really made me grateful, that I can see, that I can hear laughter. I can hear laughter of a child. I can hear the words, I love you, that I have the ability to speak, to say, I love you, or to laugh, you know, uh, that I have hands, I can touch, I can smell, so I can taste. So all of a sudden, you get this situation where during COVID, there was people that said that when COVID affected them, they lost their taste or lost their ability to smell. And I'm just telling you that if you can build a ritual and throughout the day, including when you get up, just go through a list of things that you're grateful for, the simple things that seem to make no difference, but just the ability to be able to walk out your front door. You know what I mean? There's people all over the world that, they can't leave where they're from, going on a vacation, getting in a car and going anywhere. It's like, we spend so much time thinking about things that have wronged us and what if and da 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 da. If we practice gratitude. So I brought up that whole concept about, when you really start looking. So now I've read this book. Now I decide to start doing a gratitude. I really start doing that. And then all of a sudden, it's like every successful person on the planet, I start finding this in their interviews or anything, when Oprah Winfrey was asked if there was one thing that she, could teach people, she said that she was told to get up every morning and write 5 or 10 things that she was grateful for, and also do that at night. So I believe that it was Quincy Jones that told her that. And so when you hear people all over the world that are no longer blaming and no longer feel they're a victim, they feel like they're a miracle. And every day, all day, they're running from a mindset of gratitude and appreciation instead of expectations, unrealistic expectations. Like, why doesn't the government fix this for me? Or why won't my boss do this? Or why won't my spouse do this? Or why won't my children do this? You'll notice that a majority of the people on the planet are constantly running in a world of expectations and just constantly being let down because they have unrealistic expectations about everything in our lives. And so when I all of a sudden came to this understanding that I proclaim my uniqueness and that I'm constantly focused on things that I'm grateful for. So everything that we get, it's like, you could say, well, listen, I wish I was getting paid more money. At least you're being paid. See, virtually anything that you can think of is like, wow, my spouse or my significant other, they're unsupportive, blah, 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 blah. At least you have one. It's like all of a sudden you can really go back and start finding appreciation and gratitude. That changes what you think. And that's like a post I did today, which is renewing your mind. For those of you that are believers in any kind of belief, any kind of belief, the first thing they talk about is how you think. That, if you have faith, then that's a lack of fear. If you have faith, you now have belief, instead of believing that it's not. So it's this constant renewing of the mind to get your place in a situation where you're fulfilled, you're happy, uh, you want to make an impact for other people. The way the greatness is the service of many. And then we stop thinking about what's in it for us. We start thinking about how we can serve and help other people, which now causes some other very unique things in the world to happen because people normally run that way. They're just not good at it for themselves. What are you grateful for yourself? If I ask, give me a list of 5 things that you love, 5 things that you love, that you appreciate, that you're grateful for. Do you show up on the list? Do you show up on the list? Or are you consistently being a bully? Always beating yourself up, always saying things about you that are not true, that sort of puts you in an icky feeling. And now you're blaming yourself. You got guilt, you got shame, you got all that. So then what you do is you just don't do anything. Pretty interesting, huh? So now it's like, well, I'm broke. I I can't do anything. I'm not that smart. I'm not a good people person. Every person that you're not, you can be. You could say, well, I'm not a person that knows how to talk in a different language. You could be one of those people that know how to talk in a different language. See what I mean? It's like, well, I've never really been a people person. You can be a people person. But everything takes awareness, and then once you're aware of it, then it's like, tuning into the right channel. I'd rather listen to a channel that has music that I know, that makes me feel good, that I sing along with, than music that I don't know, that sort of irritates me, that sort of has me on the wrong vibration. Huh? So I believe in each and every one of you. I love and appreciate you. If no one's ever given you permission to succeed in life and be fulfilled and make an impact in other people's lives, I give you that permission because my mentors did that for me. I'm really excited today. We're doing on Thursday. We're doing an inner circle, the breakthroughs tonight. So you'll probably see stuff that Craig has posted in there on how to be part of that inner circle. And I just appreciate each and every one of you. I love you, and I'm very, very, very grateful for you, whether you're watching this live or recorded. So bye for now. We'll see you soon.